but we have the biggest balls of them all. The label that owns the rights to AC/DC's Biggest Balls would not let me use that on a non-for-profit platform. So I have to excuse me for that AC/DC's Biggest Balls, but at least I had the balls to use it. Denver Broncos Mile High View, no commercials, no bullshit. Yep, it is true, and it's official. The Denver Broncos have no balls. It's true. Because one of the lamest, laid-back, yawning quarterbacks that doesn't get anything to excite him got up and basically actually told it like it was. The Broncos have no balls. Then you got people like James Marillac that come out. They've got to stay the course and be conservative and limit themselves and yada, yada. And yeah, I don't think that Joe Flacco, or anybody else for that matter, was saying that the game plan itself was wrong. But, if you don't have the balls to come out of your shell, and get aggressive when you have to. And then the James Marillac says, well, if that would have failed, But you didn't even try. The whole game, you didn't even try. And the play calling was, cut your own balls off. And Mark Schlereth on the sports radio talking head mentioned that that bubble screen completely. Now, I don't know if the players screwed it up. And again, that goes back to player personnel. But either you have an H-back who's got to fly out there at least to get in the way, because the linebacking pursuit just snuffed that out like it was nothing. There was no protection for linebacking pursuit. So either Scangarello didn't understand scheming, and it was like it was 3rd and 8. I mean, it was like, and they always like throwing to their number 1 draft pick behind the line of scrimmage, and I haven't been able to figure that one out yet. The team really doesn't have the balls to go down the field and get past the chains. Sometimes you just got to get out of your shell and make the play. This whole thing with the Denver Broncos not having balls goes, just back to the Kansas City game. When Mahomes went down, I almost thought that the Denver Broncos were all going to cry and shed tears. Yeah, I understand giving the guy a pat on the back is one thing, but it seemed a little bit too ass-kissy to me for my liking. And the way they acted that week, they literally acted like they were urinating down the side of their legs. Now, there's this guy named Tom Brady. Now, the Denver Broncos used to give that guy fits all the time. They didn't put up with his shit. Now, that's the kind of team I want when it comes to Mahomes. I want them to go after him, not kiss his ass, and not pee down the side of their leg. Again, the Broncos have no balls. Let's go back further to when San Francisco, the preseason, came into town and basically punched the Broncos right in the nose. And the Broncos' reaction was like, at first, this doesn't compute. This doesn't compute. This doesn't compute. And it's like they had to go back, and the coach said, you're a football player. You got to be tough. Oh, okay. We'll go out and be tough too. Okay, we'll show some. It just was so. It shows you don't have balls. You shouldn't have to regroup and be told by your coach to grow some balls. But they have no balls. They have the no balls at all. The no balls at all team. No, they just don't have balls. So it's a cultural change that needs to be happening in Denver. Get rid of all the pussies. I don't care how good they are or bad. It's a 1-6 team, so they can't be that good. The Broncos, they'll have to listen to Talib. Talib said they got rid of all the dogs. Well, yeah, and now they've got a bunch of pussycats. So what you got? So maybe at the front offices they don't have balls either. Maybe that's why you hang on to somebody. You get rid of the Danny Trevatans of the world, but you give people like Garrett Bowles the longest leash known in the history of the NFL, because you have no balls. You just cut it right off. So there's, like I said, cultural change needs to happen in Denver. The Broncos, the whole organization, needs to grow some balls.